Hello again. I want to do a basic problem of a 30, 60, 90 in two different ways, just so that you can see two different approaches to it. If it's a special triangle, or if it's just a regular 90-degree triangle without a 30, 60, or 45, 45. But it's pretty cool. Basically what I want to do is I want to figure out x. I want to find x. Okay. So I went ahead and I did this. Now there's a couple ways to do this. One way to do this is by simply trying to figure out what it is. I've got the adjacent, this is the opposite side, and this is the hypotenuse. So what I can do is simply use something that has the opposite and the hypotenuse of 30. Or I can use, if I use 60 degrees, I can use the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So it depends. But if I'm going to use 30 degrees, it's going to be opposite over hypotenuse. If I use 60 degrees, it's going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. Your choice. But I'm going to use opposite over hypotenuse because that's going to be much easier for me. Basically what it is the sine of 30 degrees, and this is why you have to know your sine, cosine, and tangent function so well, is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. Well, that means that the sine of 30 degrees is equal to x over 8. So a couple ways you can do this. You can go ahead and plug this into your calculator really quickly. Sine of 30 degrees, it's really nice actually. It turns out to be 1/2. Actually what I would do instead is this. I would go ahead and cross multiply. X equals sine of 30 degrees times 8. Sine of 30 degrees is 1/2. Go ahead and plug that in, I guarantee it is. Times 8. Half of 8 is 4. So my x is 4. Another way to do it is using a general configuration of a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Where this is 2x, where this is x, and this is x root 3. Well, here we go. We said that this is 8, so 2x equals 8. Which means that x equals 4. Which means that this side would be 4, which it is, and this side would be 4 root 3. If I was so inclined to figure that out. Now that trick only works on 30, 60, 90 triangles and 45, 45, 90 triangles. And you have to memorize the general formula. That's pretty cool. So that compilation is beginner right triangle trick. We're going to get into some fascinating aspects afterwards, working with degrees, radians, all that good stuff. But this is a pretty good basic foundation. Obviously you got to do your homework and stay in tune with what you're supposed to do. Pretty cool. We'll get into complex stuff. But for right now, have a good day.